Hey there everybody, Mental Fox here. Welcome back to Dreamfall Chapters Book 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad you're here. Our current goal is to bring Hanna's gift to Queenie. If you saw the end of the last episode, you saw that Hanna gave us this cool little dragonfly here that she made. It's pretty neat. I didn't even notice the little tips on the wings. See that? Pretty cool. She's obviously very talented. So Queenie should be right down here, so we'll run down here. The last couple of times we went by Queenie's place, her boat, she wasn't there, so we'll have to see if she's there or not. And on the way there, we will not pass up Shitbot, so... Yeah, it looks like you can see Shitbot, he's still welding down there.
Feel free to move on. I knew you wouldn't buy anything.
The Madame is in. She's been expecting you.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, excellent. Hello.
At long last, the castle dweller returns.
I'm really sorry I took so long.
Tut, tut, this is delicate work. Stand perfectly still.
You are on a
Fly,
boat.
little one.
Oh. Oh, well, hers fly.
You look tired, Miss Castillo. Is everything all right?
I haven't slept so well.
No. And have you found what
Queenie
you were looking
remembers.
You mean, do I remember anything yet? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm working on it.
for? Don't expect your memories to arrive all at once and neatly organized. Like all awakenings, it can be a slow and befuddling process. The important thing is to embrace every memory and to push nothing aside. So, any news about our Hanna? I assume that's why you're here today.
She asked me to give you this. She says she's fine and that she's working on it.
How did she appear to you? Do you believe her when she says she's fine?
There's no reason to worry, Queenie. I'm not sure that will help Hanna, or convince Queenie to give the campaign her full support. I don't want to worry Queenie, but Hanna did not sound fine. Maybe it'll hurt the campaign, but I don't think I should keep this from her.
I don't think we should be keeping things from her. I don't know why she thinks this would hurt the campaign. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with her.
Honestly, I don't think she's fine. She's scared. Her friend Abby told me she's been hiding. She's afraid of something. Someone.
She didn't say who?
Abby didn't know. And Hanna wasn't very forthcoming.
She doesn't trust many people. She barely trusts me, and well, I hope I've given her enough reasons to trust me. But she's had a hard life, poor girl. I appreciate your honesty, Zoe. Thank you for tracking her down. Where is she now?
We could either tell her or don't tell her.
I can probably trust Queenie, but I don't want to betray Hanna's trust. It can't hurt letting Queenie know where to find Hanna. Maybe she can help.
Ah, screw it, I'm gonna tell her.
You know those yellow towers?
The so-called wireless power grid.
What do you mean?
They were never part of the grid. Those towers were built for another purpose. What about them?
There are children living in the tunnels below. They call them nests. Like you said yourself, it's a whole subterranean city. Hanna's hiding in one of those nests here in the bricks, just past the stairs to the plaza.
I'm glad you've told me. I won't betray your trust and seek her out. I'm just happy to know she's close.
She's actually very close.
The so-called wireless power grid. I'm sure she's busy, and I need to get going.
Oh no, let's get some information
So-called
from her.
What are those towers?
I honestly don't know. I do know they were never used for the wireless power grid. They were built after they dismantled that system. I have my theories, but that's for another time. You have gone above and beyond your duty, Zoe. You have shown that you care about our community. And while I'm still worried about Hanna, at least now I know she's alive. Very well. You asked for my support, and you have it. I
Cool.
will endorse your candidate. The bricks stand behind Unity and Leah Uminska.
Ooh. Oh. Accept there is support or warn Queenie. God. So, warn Queenie here.
Maybe Unity and Uminska are innocent, but I can't keep the truth from Queenie, regardless of how it affects our campaign. Maybe Unity is involved in something illegal, but if I tell Queenie that, she'll probably withdraw her support, and that will damage our chances in ProPast.
See, this is kind of tricky. This is one of those cases where I feel like if this was the real world, I would handle it differently than we'll probably be able to here in the game world. I don't see anything wrong with warning Queenie, saying, look, I don't have any hard and fast evidence yet, but, you know, there's rumors that blah, 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 right? Where we could warn her, and then when we get more information, we could come back to her and say, okay, it was all false, or we could come back to her and say, yep, it's true, you don't want to support these people. But I don't think that we would get that opportunity in the game, you know? But this just, the way this is worded, maybe Unity is involved in something illegal, but if I tell Queenie that, she'll probably withdraw her support, and that will damage our chances in ProPast. That just seems kind of scummy. But I keep going back and forth in my head, because I'm like, we don't know for sure yet, you know, so I'm not so sure that we want that information to get out either. However, if I don't tell her and then the information gets out, she's going to be pissed, you know? Let's see what other people did. Wow, most people warned Queenie.
Regardless of how it affects our
Interesting. Huh. Wow. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Maybe she can help, you know? Maybe she'll be able to help us. Let's go ahead and warn her.
I wish I could just accept your support, but I can't. Not now.
Oh? And why is that?
Leah Uminska might be involved in something illegal, or at least unethical. We don't know for sure yet.
That is unfortunate. Even the possibility that Unity might be mixed up in something objectionable makes it impossible for me to lend my support to the campaign. I'm sorry, Ms. Castillo, but there is too much at stake. I do hope your investigations uncover no funny business, but I'm afraid this means I cannot support the Social Democrats. I hope you understand my position.
I do, and I'm really sorry.
So am I. If you ever need my help with anything else, I'm here. I owe you that. I'm afraid there's work to do, so I'll have to ask you to leave. Good day, Miss Castillo. Oh, before you go...
Yes?
You mentioned you weren't sleeping well. Do you dream?
Constantly.
Yes. Pay heed to your dreams, Miss Castillo. Do not underestimate them. I remember the first time you visited. I told you you weren't quite here. And you're not. Part of you is lost in dreaming. And part of you is a dream. You're not all here. That worries me. I think more than anything, you need to remember. And you need to wake up.
What do you mean by...
I don't know. Like I said, there is work to be done. But remember, I'm here if you need me.
And then she kicks us out. Hey, it's Shitbot.
Welding.
He's finished the job.
I guess he has.
Any luck he hasn't screwed up and I won't get fried when I ring Mira's doorbell.
Bring the data to Mira for decryption. Gosh, man. So, as is common in this game, I make a decision, and then the results of my decision turn out to be way worse than I imagined. I didn't even consider that she would be like, well, no matter what, even if you're innocent, I can't support you now. So we did all that work for nothing, basically, although it is kind of nice to have somebody who seems to maybe understand a little bit about these dreams that we're having. Oh, we can't even talk to her. We are a nobody now. Well, seeing as our only goal is to go see Mira, let's go see her.
Hey, you lost? No problem. I can give you directions to anywhere in Propast.
Propast Auto Ceruis? What is that word supposed to be? Service. That's a V. Propast Auto Service. Okay. I got it. I figured it out.
I don't know if it's designed to kill, but I'm not going to risk it.
No, let's not risk it. Let's go over here and see if we can't ring this buzzer. Oh, okay. Access granted. Simple as that. In we go. I mean, couldn't we have waited for Shitbot to finish welding before we got this stuff decrypted? Before we talked to Queenie? But no, that's not how the game wants to play it. See, there's another example of how I would have done things differently in real life, but the game kind of forces you down certain paths, and I can understand that.
Wit. He's the diametric opposite of Mira. Quiet, calm, focused. He never says a word, but that's part of his charm.
Alright.
How did it go?
I got the data.
So you're not completely useless after all. That's a surprise. Come over here. I'll download and decrypt it.
I don't like her, but I sort of love her, I think. Could also be hate. It's a mix.
Basic
It's complicated.
encryption, Standard syndicate protocols. Let's take a look.
I don't really know what I'm looking at.
Financial transactions, Petal. Big ones. From various shadow accounts into the party's campaign. Well, fuck me. What do we have here?
Unity's taking bribes.
Well, yes, obviously. These are just standard corporate shadow accounts. Won't be too hard to trace the transactions. No, I'm talking about the rest of it. There are detailed records of meetings between Ominskar and Konstantin Wolf, arranged and attended by Waticorp officials.
What?
Jesus Christ. The Mother Chords have kept files on everything, like it's just business as usual. What a bunch of gandas. And look at this. You know there's been talk about regulating the Dream Machine.
Uminska's been an outspoken proponent for regulation, and
According to this, if Unity wins, Uminska's going to give Wati a carte blanche to sell dream machines and operate dream emporiums in Europolis. Waticorp will be able to provide government-licensed Dreamtime access to everyone, everywhere, all the time, unrestricted. So Uminska's not the messiah this city was hoping for after all. There goes my vote. To shit.
So, what are you saying exactly?
I'm saying the bribes and kickbacks are only part of the story, Petal. I'm saying Ominskar is collaborating with both Konstantin Wolf and Waticorp. And fuck knows who else. Whether it's for money or power or some other reason, who knows? They can't both win the election.
In other words, it's bad.
Badder than bad, Petal. This could be the biggest, baddest thing since the last time Waticorp was in the news for trying to fuck us over.
I still don't understand what Uminska stands to gain from collaborating with Wolf and European Dawn.
I'm sure the answer's in there, somewhere. There's terabytes of this shit. We've only scratched the surface. But this is not my problem, it's yours. Take it.
Wow, shit. What should I do?
Your data, your problem. I can't tell you what to do with it, but I can tell you what I would do. This belongs to the world. Keeping it secret benefits no one. If I were you, I'd publish it anonymously. Luckily for both of us, you're not me. Whatever you decide, Betel, you'll want to tread carefully. Heads will roll. Make sure one of them isn't yours. Also, don't bring the eye to my doorstep. I'll deny everything and throw you to the wolves. No offense. Good dear.
None taken.
I've uploaded the decrypted data to your iris. It's locked to your voice print. Go do whatever it is that you're going to do, and leave me out of it.
Damn. Decide where to take the data, to Baruti or to the hand. So bring the Bring the data to Sully at the hand that feeds, or bring the data to Baruti. We can't do both? I can't go talk to Baruti and then bring it to the hand? Ah, jeez. Oh my gosh. I mean, I kind of feel like if I went straight to the hand that feeds, I would be betraying Baruti's trust. However, if Baruti is who I think he is, I mean, he's obviously concerned enough to want to look into it further. If he's that concerned, he may want to make it public anyway, you know, even if we did go talk to him first. But I kind of want to go to him first just to see what he would say, I don't know, man. But if we go to him, then he'll know that we're the ones who leaked it. And that just adds another link to the trail to us. I'm going to the hand that feeds. I'm doing it. The world needs to know this. I mean, she's already a scum anyway, so there's no sense in trying to protect her. Once Baruti sees this information, he's going to hopefully hit the road anyway. Who's this?
How are you getting on with them? Things?
Oh. Actually, I just finished.
Oh, what?
Where do you want to meet?
What?
The Kavarna, on Sun and Shine Tower.
Huh?
I needed some artificial stimulants to keep me going. Meet me there, whenever you're ready.
Will do.
What? Decide where to take the data, to Baruti or the hands. Yeah. Okay. Crap. Why did that have to happen? Well... Still, though. That doesn't change anything. Although I kind of wish that she hadn't told him that she'd finished. You know, if she hadn't said that she'd finished, and this information got out, there would at least be some, you know, plausible deniability that, hey, I don't know how the information got out, it didn't come from me. But now that we've told him that we've finished, he knows that we have the data, and if it gets out, he's gonna know it came from us. So that was stupid, Zoe. Oh well. We're gonna release it anyway. I'd like to know what the percentage of people are who released the data, and I'm gonna guess it's probably a pretty high percentage, judging by the splits we've seen so far. It seems like there's a certain type of person who plays this game, the type of person who would warn Queenie, you know, the type of person who would join the resistance. So I would imagine that same type of person would also take it to the hand that feeds. And I guess I'm that type of person because that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, well, after I played the first game, I kind of found myself wanting to play it again just to make the opposite decisions. And I find myself feeling that same way here, playing it this time. Unfortunately, there's only so much time available, so we can't even talk to Reza. Jeez, we're not even going to give it to Reza, which is good, because we need to keep him out of it. So, let's just talk to Sully here.
Reza has a great friend and an amazing editor in Sully, and I wouldn't have lasted a month without his shoulder to cry on. Sully's the best.
All right, Sully, I got something here.
Come out every few weeks, but they recently took on more full-time journalists and switched to a daily feed. I have something for you.
Oh my.
Ah, professional visit. Now I am intrigued.
Oh gosh, are we doing the right thing? Yeah, I have doubts.
Oh, shit. I don't know what to do with the data. If I give it to Sully, I'll break Baruti's heart and our friendship. But if I give it to Baruti, the truth could end up getting buried. I honestly have no idea what to do, and there's no simple answer. I just have to make a choice.
See, now I feel like a scum for kind of going behind Baruti's back. See, this is another perfect example of, okay, if it wasn't a video game, I would want to go talk to Baruti just to let him know what we found, but I would also want to tell him that I feel like we should release the data. You know, that's what I would want to do, but I don't think that the game is going to give us that option. However, yeah, see, we have the data in our iris. He can't get to it. So really, we should be able to do whatever we want to with it. But again, will the game let me do that? I mean, it's kind of cool that, you know, the game can make you think like this, but it's also kind of frustrating because you have to work within the restraints and the constraints of what the game will let you do. I feel scummy now. I feel real scummy. I feel like we should talk to Baruti. I really feel like we should talk to Baruti. He can't cover it up. You know? We have it.
Oh, shit. Let me ask you a completely hypothetical question.
Fire away.
Let's imagine for a moment that I have a friend.
You're stretching credulity here, Zoe, but carry on.
And this friend has acquired some information from another friend. Newsworthy information. But this other friend wants to keep it a secret.
You're asking me if this friend of yours should share what she's learned with the world, or respect her friend's wish to keep it secret?
Something like that.
There's truly no right answer to that question. There are so many moving parts I wouldn't know where to begin. Do what you think is right, Zoe. That's my only advice. So, what is it that you may have for me? Oh, come on. Don't leave me in such suspense.
Oh, jeez. Well, this makes it sound like this is the final decision. If I'm not going to hand it over, I do not hand over the data, and that's final. You know? It makes me think that if I say do not hand over the data, this ship has sailed, we go talk to Baruti, and also the fact that he said, oh, you have this friend who wants to hide it. Baruti's going to want to hide the data. He's going to want to hide it. I think we need to hand it over. Let's see what it says here.
This data is too valuable to give to Baruti. He'll take it to the party leadership and then, who knows?
Yeah, you know, we could be saving Baruti here too, you know? We could be. Maybe we could look at it like that.
What am I doing? I promised Baruti I'd help him get the data, and now I'm handing the evidence off to the Hand. I can't do that to him.
Let's see what other people did. Most people handed over the data. Yeah, that's what type of person plays this game. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. We're running out of friends here. We're running out of friends, man. I'm not gonna hand it over. I'm not gonna hand it over, mostly because I just simply want to see what happens, and that's probably not a good reason not to do it. You know, if you think of playing the game like living in the game world, but it is still a game, and I just want to see what happens if we talk to Baruti. So I'm not gonna hand it over. Oh gosh. Oh, this is a huge mistake.
Shit. You have Bok for me. Who's Bok?
My shit. I mean, I have something, but I don't think I can give it to you.
You're forever a mystery to me, Miss Cassini. Look, the ability to change your mind is a sign of strength. Most of the time. But I trust you to know best, and to make the right choice.
I'm sorry.
For what? For listening to your conscience, for having doubts, for being human. Trust yourself. Always.
Well, what a good guy. Gosh. Sully's such a good guy. That's it. That's it. Bring the data to Baruti. I can't turn it over anymore. That was it. That ship has sailed. I don't like it. I don't like it. But, you know, like I said, you have to play within the constraints the game gives you.